I don't know if you remember, we're doing a podcast right now.
Welcome back to Eating Good, the podcast where we go to different restaurants in the Columbus area. I'm Oscar.
I'm Sam.
I'm David.
And I'm Marisol.
And this week, we let David choose where we want to eat. Take it away.
Thank you for such a wonderful handoff. So for my last pick for the year, for what we're going to call our first season, I suppose. Should I say that?
Well, yeah, I guess we should let them know.
Okay, all right.
We're ending the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. The 2023 season of this podcast is coming to an end. So we'll be back next year. So just as a heads up for our schedule of released episodes, we will have 4 more episodes, including this one. And our last episode will be the Monday before Christmas. Then we'll have a 2 to 3 week hiatus and we'll come back in January. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
We'll start recording in January.
Well, I was meant releasing episodes in January.
Oh.
So we can still record during those 3 weeks, but we just won't have episodes to edit and release yet.
Dang, they're getting the inside scoop. Don't tell nobody.
If you guys didn't know, we record a lot of our episodes weeks in advance, so that way we're not like running late. That's the plan. So this is David's last pick of the season.
Woohoo! And I wanted to go out with a bang. So I picked Ray Rays Hog Pit. I assumed that everyone had already been there, but when I brought it up, no one had been there, so it worked out even better. But anyways, Ray Rays Hog Pit is a family stationary barbecue food trucks with 5 locations all across Ohio. Founded in 2009 by Chef James Anderson, Ray Rays Hog Pit offers customers legendary barbecue. I was feeling meaty, so I wanted to take us to some barbecue, and I figured why not go to the best? Me and Oscar wanted to go big or go home, so we went for the Meat Sweats box. And it's a little taste of everything on the menu, meat-wise at least. So the Meat Sweats, what we do best in a box. Smoked brisket, pulled pork, jerk chicken, dry rubbed ribs, and our own Ray Rays hot link with pickles and sauce.
And we also got 2 sides. We got the baked beans and the waffle fries.
Let's start off easy with the fries.
Sam also got the fries.
I was going to say, should we all just like say what we got and then, because we all got similar things.
Yeah, let's do that.
So
let's start with the sides, yeah.
Well,
she didn't listen to anything I just said. She didn't understand what I just said.
Yeah, let's go with what you said. Let's do it. The fries.
I have a better idea.
Marisol, like, how can I jump in and make it sound like I was paying attention the whole time?
I have a better idea. Let's all talk together. Let's start with the sides.
So we will start with the sides, but let's just say what we got.
If you couldn't tell, it's our first time back in the studio after a minute, so it's a little chaotic.
Another little inside scoop. We haven't recorded an episode in 3 weeks. You guys shouldn't notice that because we're going to be releasing episodes every Monday still.
Thanks, production.
But the last episode we recorded was 3 weeks ago, so we're a little rusty. Anyways,
bear with us.
My sides also included the waffle fries and the baked beans, so I can also talk about those, and I'll talk later about my beef brisket sandwich. Marisol, what did you get?
I got a jerk chicken sandwich and a side of mac and cheese.
Okay, now back to the sides with Oscar. What'd you think of the fries?
They were waffle fries. They were well seasoned.
Oh,
yes, sir.
They were not as crunchy. They were a little softer, but still had a good bite. I like them. I'd give them a 8 out of 10.
I would probably agree. 8 out of 10. Waffle fries definitely earns them some points. Favorite fry in my eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
interesting.
It's my favorite style of fries.
Yeah. Like the waffle shape is your favorite fry type.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the part I found surprising.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. What? Why?
Because in my mind, waffle fries will never be the best fries.
I don't know. These were really good. I feel like it's not like McDonald's fries where it's thin and it's so tiny. Like you take a bite and it's done. With the waffle fry, I can take 3 good bites.
Good for
Yeah,
dipping.
because I mean,
Good for
it's
dipping.
bigger, but
Yeah.
It's wider, great for seasoning, which I appreciate.
I like the thin cut fries.
yeah, I like shoestring fries.
Yeah.
Like fair fries or like McDonald's shoestring or like Steak and Shake.
Like Steak and Shake, Ritzies, like those types of
okay.
fries.
I think when I do like fast food, I like thin fries, but when I go to restaurants, I like the waffle fries.
I think waffle just takes it from me. If I could default to any, it would definitely be the waffle. I will say I've had, I think, better waffle fries, but it's a barbecue joint, you know?
Yeah.
They don't pride themselves on their fries, but they're still a strong 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Could be a little crispier, but that's personal preference.
See, I feel like I don't normally eat waffle fries, so I actually think these are the best waffle fries I've had because
Ooh.
other waffle fries I've had are like Chick-fil-A and who else has waffle fries?
We know of a place, but you haven't been there.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And
maybe when I try those, I'll like them better, but
that's what I think sealed it for me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. We'll get to that at some point.
It tastes like Arby's fries, but in waffle style.
Like the curly fry.
Yeah.
yeah, these ones were really good. This is why I like these as the best waffle fries I've tried before because they were well seasoned. Most of the time, waffle fries, because they're so big and thick, they're like more potato-y, which I don't like.
Yeah, true. That's like a Mr. Hero. I feel like they're pretty potato-y.
Yeah.
And kind of flimsy for the most part.
Yeah, like these potatoes, I got some of the outside potato where maybe they didn't cut through. And
Yeah.
that part actually was pretty good. The potato-y part for these fries, I felt they were like a little lighter than maybe some other waffle fries. Because
I liked it.
I feel like Mr. Heroes is like more potato-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get sogged up real fast.
So overall, as a fry, I'd agree an 8 out of 10. But as a waffle fry, on the spectrum of waffle fries,
It's never gonna be the best fry.
it's never gonna be the best. But like, if I'm comparing it to other waffle fries I've had, this is the best one I've had so
Okay.
far.
Yeah.
You love to hear it.
I would also give it an 8 out of 10. It was good. It was perfectly seasoned. And I actually thought it was like super crispy. But
They were crispy. They
Yeah.
weren't not crispy.
Right.
But I just like them.
crispier.
Yeah.
And we have to call out that they came with like a mayo chop sauce,
Yes.
which
Yes.
made them so good.
It's like a perfect touch,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. And so mayo chop, if you don't know what it is mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together.
You can't go wrong with mayo chub.
Yeah.
And I feel like Sam was like, it might be Kewpie or something. I feel like you said it was like a Kewpie sauce or something.
I just said it was mayo chop, and you're like, yeah, Kewpie. I was like,
okay.
okay.
I honed in on that, but it was a little sweeter. Maybe it was a sweet ketchup, but
Yeah.
or it
I
could have been
don't
a
know.
sweet mayo. But I think it was Kewpie, which
could have
is
been
delicious.
Kewpie, which is elite mayo.
All in all, great for dipping.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
I
but-
would give the fries then an 8.5
okay I think
with the
that's what I was
sauce.
getting.
Yeah, agreed.
A little upgrade boost.
Yeah. The sauce on its own, 10 out of 10. So we also got the baked beans, and these baked beans were really good. And I like that they had little pieces of brisket in them, like some beef.
They did.
So it added like a more texture to the beans, which I actually like, because sometimes with baked beans, it's just too much sweet at one time. And I feel like with the meat, it's just kind of like
It helped cut down
cut
some
it
of the
down.
sweetness.
Yeah. I'd give the beans a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Dude, me and Oscar might just be conjoined at the waist or something, or have the same brain, because I'm going to give it a 9 too. I liked it more than the fries. It was my favorite side that we got. Growing up, I wasn't a fan of baked beans, like just at like family barbecues or whatever, because it was just beans. But yeah, this one adds a little more texture, adds a little more, definitely a lot more flavor. And I think this was like the darkest baked bean I've ever seen. Like it was like the sauce or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they like barbecued it or whatever. Made it great. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like the meat was like a little more crunchy than like the meat that we got in our.
Yeah, definitely.
It must
'Cause
have been the ends or
there
something.
was like a chunk of meat in mine, and at first I was like, what? I didn't think it was meat. I didn't think it was edible. I was like, it looks like a tree bark or something.
Yeah, the bark.
Yeah.
That's what they call the outside. Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sam's a barbecue expert.
I'm a barbecue girl. What can I
She's
say?
like, the bark was great.
She knows her stuff.
Just kidding. I'm not a barbecue girl. But I'm going to disagree with you guys. I like the fries better than the beans. I think I like runny baked beans more, and these were like not runny at all.
They
And
were
these
thick.
were very sweet, and I do like my baked beans a little bit less sweet. So I'm going to give them a 6.9 out of 10. And yeah, but I feel like I just like canned baked beans. So I'm basic. I like just the beans. I'm a bean girl.
Dang, frijolera. Beaner.
David.
Sorry. I apologize.
My mom hates when people use that
Literally
word.
80% of our viewers.
It's I could say I'm a beaner.
She also hates when people say that.
Sorry, Bina.
No hard R.
Okay, moving on. Sorry, Tia.
I would have to agree with Sam. I also feel like it was a little too sweet for my liking. I also am not one to get like a side of bean because I don't know. I just associate beans with farting.
So it makes you not want to eat them?
Yes.
But it doesn't have to do with the taste of beans. Just the fact that there's
I also feel like they taste plain. Like it's just beans, you know? It's like eating a piece of bread. But
Disagree, but okay.
But continue.
But I did like it. These are actually one of the best ones that I've had. I did think it was a little bit too sweet, and like our meat is already kind of like sweet. So it was a little too much. I couldn't have it just by itself. I had to like put it with something else. But I would have it again if someone else got it and I was just picking at it. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty good on the sides. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oscar and I loved our sides, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your side, the mac and cheese?
Oh, yes. I also got a side of mac and cheese. The pasta itself was cooked to perfection. There was cheese in it. It was creamy. You can't go wrong with mac and cheese. No, you can. But they didn't go wrong with the mac and cheese. I would give the mac and cheese an 8.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Great
Nice.
mac and cheese. You guys all had a bite of it, too.
No. When someone was like, did you like the mac and cheese? And then she goes, did I like the mac and cheese? Shows us the like licked up cup.
Oh, you didn't get it.
And I was like, dang, I didn't get to try it. It's because you offered it, and I had to go
You're
get
too
my
slow.
I had to get my lactate pill, and then I
David.
came back and forgot,
We've talked about
and then you destroyed it. So
David, we've talked about this before. You know what this family's about.
What?
You snooze, you lose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a bite of the mac and cheese, and I agree with your rating. 8.5.
I had a bite too, but I don't really remember. It was good. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
I don't love mac and cheese in general.
I didn't get the taste, so rating not available. They look good.
It's getting a little hot in here.
You want me to?
Oh, should I leave?
I got the meat sweats.
Okay. Good transition.
Which part of them do you want to talk about first? I think we should start with the pulled pork.
Okay.
The pulled pork, it was tender.
I'm trying to think of the whole conglomerate of the meat plate.
I give it a 5.5 out of 10.
5.5. Same reasoning.
Yeah, I literally had like a small bite, and it was nothing like interesting. It didn't taste like anything, just like burnt pork.
I like the ends of it because you said like the middle part was tender.
Yeah.
But I always like the ends that are like a little more stringy, a little more cooked. I will agree with you that it was probably my least favorite thing from the thing.
Yeah, same.
With that given though, it was a great muse for all the barbecue sauces that they came with.
Yeah.
Because they gave us, what was it? Spicy, sweet, and tangy were like the barbecue sauces they had, and they gave us one of each and an extra one that was a mystery sauce that we couldn't quite place. But I think it was great for that. It was I made a sandwich out of that and the brisket that we'll talk about in a little bit. 7.5, because even though it wasn't my favorite, it was, like I said, great muse overall. Perfect for a sandwich. Yeah,
it was perfect for the sauces, like just to taste the sauces.
I probably won't order it if I were to go again. Just like having the meat sweats now, unless I'm getting the meat sweats. I know what I like, and we'll get to that once we talk about it. But how about the ribs? Oh, let me start because I keep stealing your ratings. So the spare ribs, they were dry rub, so they weren't already sauced up. Again, a good muse to try. Actually, that's what I started with.
Yeah.
So I tried each barbecue sauce with it. I'll have to say it was probably my second least favorite thing.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
Yeah, I would give them a 7.5. They were like tender, easy to eat, but yeah, they were a lot better with like the sauce, like dipping it in the sauce.
Yeah, I guess for being spare ribs, I don't know the rib lore or which rib is what, but I wish they had a little bit more meat to them. That's probably why they're spare, because they're just less meaty, but still smoked.
Actually, for ribs, they were pretty like meaty. So they gave us four
rib.
slabs or like four
ribs,
rib bones, I guess. So David and I each got 2. So it wasn't like a rack of ribs, you know?
Right, where you can eat all the meat and all, get it all a little.
So I
wish I could eat the bones.
Because I feel like ribs normally don't have that much meat. I actually think the one that was my second least favorite was the jerk chicken.
Okay, let's talk about that. What's your rating?
The jerk chicken, I think I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It was tender to eat. Like, it was easy to eat. It wasn't chewy. But I don't know. I just couldn't really taste the jerk taste too much. And I don't know. Barbecue chicken isn't usually my favorite. Like smoked or grilled chicken.
So surprisingly, I think that was my second favorite thing. And I say surprising because normally I'm not a big fan of like restaurant grilled chicken. Like if I'm getting something grilled, like we've gone to like Mediterranean places, give me the red meat, whether it's lamb, beef, whatever. And so I was expecting this to be my least favorite thing.
Yeah.
But I found whatever they smoked it with, the seasoning wise, was good already.
Yeah.
And then the jerk sauce on it, I really liked. So I'd probably give it an 8.5, honestly. Again, taking it back, I'm normally not the one to gut the chicken, but it hit the spot for me today.
So Marisol got the jerk chicken on her sandwich. What did you think of it?
I got a jerk chicken Sammy.
And she's a chicken girl, so
I am chicken. I thought about saying that too, but I'm like, chicken girl? Is that what I want to go by?
Chicken girl, chicken girl.
Chicken wings.
Señora Pollos.
I love me some chicken. It's who I am. I would give the jerk chicken sandwich a 6 out of 10.
Dang.
Okay, now hear me out. My chicken, and I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be because it's like barbecued. My chicken was really dry. It wasn't really that well seasoned inside, but it was just like dry. And I would pick out like the outside because it was like all crunchy.
Yeah.
I think the jerk seasoning was like, it was pretty good. I could taste the thyme. Do they do thyme? Thyme. Like the jerk seasoning, if people know what I'm talking about. It's like herby kind of, right?
A little herbiness to it, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like too strong for me or anything like that. I actually liked it. It's just like chicken itself, it was really dry for me that I couldn't like eat it a lot. I just picked up like the outside. The pickles were great like topping to the sandwich. And I think they also put a sauce. Didn't your guys have a sauce?
Yeah, the jerk sauce.
Yeah, it was like the jerk sauce.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah. I think the sauce itself was...
I wish they would have like drenched my chicken in that sauce.
Ooh, or like a side of it.
Yeah, but I only had like a little bit on the inside. I did not see any red onions on my sandwich.
It was on the bun, but it was like stuck to the bun because you lifted the bun once.
But that was the pickled.
The red pickled onions.
The red pickled. Oh.
Yeah, that's what the red onions.
I could have sworn it said and red onions. But
well, yeah, they're pickled red onions.
Yeah, pickled red onions.
It says boneless smoked chicken thighs cooked in jerk sauce and topped with pickled red cabbage and red onion.
Cabbage.
Oh. Well, I think it was a mixture because now that you mention it, the pickled red cabbage also did have like onion slivers.
Yeah.
So it's probably just mixed up.
Yeah. The bun itself, I really didn't care about it too much.
It was like it wasn't like
I don't
toasted
even
up or
remember
anything.
how it tasted. Like, it had like black sesame seeds on the top. Had black sesame seeds on the top, but it wasn't like a lot of them. So for a second, I forgot I had black sesame seeds. That I saw something moving on my bun when I lifted it up, and I thought it was a bug. That's why I would give it a 6 out of 10, just because the chicken itself was so dry.
Dang.
She was like, Sandy,
I need water.
Goodness.
It's still a good sandwich. I just think they might have overcooked the chicken just a little bit.
The hot link,
yes. It was cooked really well. It had a lot of flavor.
I think it had like cheese in it in the middle or something.
What?
Right?
And it had like peppers in it.
Oh, is that? I just saw something yellow and it was kind of oozy, like almost like
think
American
it might have
cheese.
been a little bit cheese.
I don't know. I didn't notice that.
One of the pieces I had a lot of it, and I really liked that part.
Okay.
So Ray Ray's Hot Link, locally sourced and hand-smoked sausage with green chiles and American cheese.
Yeah, it was like American cheese.
Yeah. I got the chiles, you got the cheese.
Right.
I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Like, I don't know. It was...
Didn't wow you?
Yeah, it was it was a really good sausage, but I'm also kind of picky with my sausages. Like, when I go to the Italian market,
Yeah.
they always have different sausages and I like to try them. And I'm like, I only like two or three of these, and the rest I'm like, don't give them to me.
Yeah, I tried your guys' sausage. I agree with 7.5.
Yeah.
I think it was a good sausage, but not like my favorite sausage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably give it an 8. It was a contest for second best for me between the chicken and the link. I love a good link. I feel like it's hard to mess that up. But even then, the American cheese put it over the edge a little bit for me then compared to the pulled pork, let's say.
Are you going to let me talk?
What do you got to say?
I said I would have to agree with you, David. I would also give the sausage an 8. Honestly, it's my favorite meat that of all the meats that we've tried today.
Yeah.
I probably would get that the next time I go.
Yeah. Get you a nice little...
It was huge. Do they give me a big bun?
Big old, it's like an Italian sausage bun, probably.
Oh my god.
Like a foot long.
Can you imagine like a hot dog bun and it's just sticking out of each side?
Yeah.
Where they put 2 hot dog buns.
I have to use my 2 hands.
Glizzy overdrive.
Someone record that.
Glizzy
I
Powers.
wish you guys could see the hand motions that Oscar just did.
Oscar, what was that?
Do you guys get the reference?
Oscar, cut him off. He's drinking too much beer.
I know what it was.
It's like Glizzy Powers increased by 72% or something.
Don't know the reference.
It's like, you know,
the NPC
TikTokers
videos.
that would do that, but some guy did it like Glizzy.
Yeah.
We'll have to show you after because
Is
it's
that
so
the one
funny.
where they're like, strawberries, thank you?
Yeah, it's like that. But this guy,
He's like
Se
wearing a
pasó.
hot dog suit and he's like eating hot dogs, so he's doing the hand motion.
but he likes
How
pretending
is
to
he
be like
doing
a
it,
robot.
Oscar?
And it's like
I
counting
wanna do it
the hot
Oscar
dogs.
almost did it again. He was like,
He
no,
goes,
let me
he
stop.
goes two-handed, Glizzy overdrive. Take it away, Oscar.
Now you're both scared to do the hand motion.
No.
Nobody's recording. Nobody's recording. Go ahead.
The man, like, he's the Glizzy gladiator or something. That dude's a beast. So shout out to Miss
I'm
Gliz.
chicken girl, Oscar,
The glizzy glizzy.
sausage boy.
Glizzy gladiator.
Look, I could keep going, but we got to record a
He
podcast.
said we got things to get done.
I couldn't recreate it. He did it 100 times.
That guy's dressed like a hot dog too.
I get that one.
That one.
So let's talk about the beef brisket.
Ooh.
I think the beef brisket was my favorite part.
Shut up. She's
Let her
singing.
finish.
I was thinking
That was like the background
yeah, that
music.
was the background for the beef brisket.
No, the guy said that was his favorite, like the worker, and I agree. I think that was my favorite one. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Dang.
It was just really easy to eat, and it had, I feel, of all the meats, the most flavor just on its own.
So good. You could tell he put his whole barbecue SC into it. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
That was made with love.
made
Lots
with
of love. I gotta stop taking Oscar's rating, so I'm gonna give it a 9.2 because it was so good. I almost wanted to, like, when Oscar wasn't looking, just eat it all. Just put it all in my sandwich. Like, I don't know, this is pulled pork. I don't know what to tell you. But again, the ends, the bark, it was just like a nice, deep, rich. I don't know what seasonings they put on it, but smoked right onto there. Oh my gosh. I wish I was King Neptune so I could eat it again. Next time I go, I'm gonna have to get a bulk order of brisket because that
my
shit
gosh.
was. But I know if I do that, I'm literally gonna be done for the whole day.
Dude, and that was what
Yeah.
I was about to order. Same. If I win again, that's what I would get.
The bulk order
Yeah,
of the brisket.
Heck
So
yeah.
how much do you think that has?
It was like $30 worth.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Why do you
33.
guys need that much meat?
It was so. Did you try it?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
But
god.
like, no one needs like that much meat.
I mean, you can save it for multiple
Yeah,
days.
But they're not going to.
I
They're gonna eat it.
would. I would eat it in like
No,
2
David's gonna eat
I would at least eat 75% of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then if we went out and I came back at the end of the night, amanezco cagao.
Boy.
it. Remember that time he almost pooped his pants at the bar?
Oh, yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because if we went out after he ate all that brisket, it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, I'd wake up like, who shit my bed?
David held in this poop for 3/4 of a
A
football game
and halftime.
and halftime.
I was clenched up.
But it was worth it. It was OSU versus Notre Dame. It was a great game.
The best game of the season, I feel like,
Literally,
right?
yeah, the best game of the season.
Dude, at the end, when we won, people were jumping around and celebrating. I was jumping too, clenched up.
Yeah, I got like concussed. Somebody elbowed me.
Rough day all around.
And when,
Great time other than that.
yeah, and when the game was over, we're like, should we stay? And David's like, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, I didn't tell them why. And then we were all walking, and they're like, "Whoa!"
He was walking funny.
I was walking briskly because of that brisk.
a little stiff.
I was wobbling home like Club Penguin, trying to make it home to my puffle, to my igloo.
Oh my gosh.
And then y'all all left, and I'm so glad y'all all, even Marisol left the house, and I was just like, I gotta. Anyways, back to the beautiful brisket.
I also got the brisket on my sandwich, so I can talk about what I thought.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they had different barbecue flavors, not just the sweet one. So I got the tangy barbecue on my brisket, which I think if I got the sweet one, I would not have liked it nearly as much. I don't really like barbecue sauce, so I don't really go to barbecue style restaurants. But I appreciate that they had options here. And I really like the brisket. Just like you guys said, it had a lot of flavor. I'm going to give it an 8.9 out of 10.
Yay.
Nice.
That's all I had to say.
That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
This shit was delicious. Shout out Mr. Ray Ray.
Yeah, I really like the 2 barbecue sauces they offered us. The sweet and tangy one. One of them was a little more smoky, and then one was a little more sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They were both so good. I was just alternating with like each bite, and I'm like, I don't know which one I like better. Like, I loved both of them.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference, honestly. The only one that stood out was the spicy one, but it was like
a hot mustard barbecue.
Yeah, it wasn't spicy like cayenne peppers. It was spicy like mustard seeds or something. I mean, still good. I still ate a good amount of it, but yeah, the tangy or the sweet one, which I will agree with Sam. I'm not a big barbecue guy. I'm buffalo all the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like I've had an epiphany recently, and actually started this week. I got Chick-fil-A earlier this week, and I never tried their barbecue sauce because I was like, Chick-fil-A sauce or buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried the barbecue sauce. It was on the sweeter side, but it was pretty damn good. I did mix some buffalo sauce in there, just to kind of give it a little what I want. But yeah, I'm more open to barbecue, and this was the perfect week then to try Ray Rays barbecue hog pit.
Yeah.
I can't even speak. The meat sweats got me.
The meat sweats.
I'm ready to sleep.
Would you guys go back?
100%.
Yeah, I would go back.
I don't really like barbecue sauce, so I have to go back if one of you are like, "Hey, let's go there," and I'm like, "Sure."
Now you know what you get though. You
Yeah,
get the
we
link.
get the sausage.
She said, "Hold the sauce.
How do I eat the sausage, Oscar?
Bring it back."
I probably would go back. Like, if someone else wanted to go, I probably wouldn't go on my own.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm glad we shared like an order.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. Because when we were ordering, Oscar said he was gonna get the brisket, and I was like, I might just do the meat sweats all on my own. I was trying to venture out and try everything. I asked the guy, like, what do you like? Is the meat sweats
Big
good
enough
to split?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's designed for one person, but yeah, if you got a couple sides, it'd be enough.
This man crazy.
Yeah, you could get the meat sweats and be fine.
For 2 people.
Yeah, if you were one person, it's enough. If not, I can't speak. I'm sorry.
If you're one, it's more than enough for one person.
Yes.
It's enough for 2 people.
Right. Okay.
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, Mr. Sir, he was trying to tell me to my face that was enough for me to eat. And I was like, he's crazy. I would have eaten it. Well, of course, I would have eaten it.
He's like,
By
you're
myself.
a growing boy. You need some protein. But yeah, it was a lot. Like, I agree. If I had that just for myself, even without the sides, I would have been like, this is way too much food.
Yeah. And without the sides to really break it up.
Oh my God. So
It'd
there
be
was
a lot.
there was one pickle slice, and we cut it in half so me and David could share it. And I was like, this pickle slice is actually the best part of this whole bin, because like it just cut the like meat. Yeah. I'm like, it just kind of revitalized my mouth. And I was like, oh, I wish I had like 4 more of those.
Yeah, they
the
should
pickle
definitely
spears.
serve it with more than one pickle spear.
Yeah.
I will say the pickled cabbage and red onions were great. I didn't really eat them until towards the end. And I was just having my great old time eating my pickled cabbage until someone decided to put their trash right on top of the pickled cabbage, like I wasn't still eating
There
it.
was like 4 strings left of pickled cabbage.
No, there was a decent amount.
And I put my trash in there because there's nothing left in
From
that
your
box.
angle, but from my angle, there was still everything that was tucked in that corner.
Everyone had gotten up. I was cleaning up.
Okay, in the tray, in like 75% of it, it was just like scraps of little pieces of food. And then in the one corner, there was a little bit of red cabbage.
And that's where she put her
What,
trash.
and you're
That's what she
just
do
gonna,
with
you're just
trash.
gonna eat the cabbage by itself?
Yeah, that's to break it down. There was so much meat. I needed a
Oh
little
my gosh.
pickled refreshment.
Like, if you were at a restaurant, that's enough for the server to be like, are you going to finish that? or
No,
are you
it
done?
would not.
Yeah, it was a gray area. It was a gray area. They wouldn't have just snatched it. The waitress wouldn't have just put her trash on my plate and then took it away. She would have asked me. You didn't even ask.
And then I lifted it up. I was like, here.
I was like, I'm not gonna eat that now.
I was like, yeah, there's not that much. And then when she lifted it up, I was like, oh, that is a little rude.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
listen.
no. Oscar,
From our side, I agree with
Yeah.
her.
Okay,
It looked like
Oscar.
4 slices, like little slivers of cabbage.
Because it was in the corner of the tray, and
Yeah.
exact
So-
from Sam's corner, it was probably
Oh, yeah.
like
So
all
from my
gone.
corner, it looked empty. So when she did that, I thought it was fine. And when you said
Yeah.
something, I almost thought you were joking.
from my corner, it looked empty.
But now that you guys are saying there was actually a lot there, I'm like, I get it. I would be annoyed.
It's like the aluminum foil, like the aluminum
Yeah.
trays. It was like on the
lined up.
edges. It was all edged up. I wasn't actually mad, but I just thought it was funny. I mean, I wasn't not mad, but I'll live.
Tomorrow I come here with a big ass jar of pickled.
It's okay. I'm getting the kimchi for tomorrow, so I'll have pickled refreshness tomorrow. I guess.
Literally for like 10 minutes after that, everything he kept grabbing, he was like, "Can I eat this? Or are you gonna put your trash in
Well,
it?"
she goes, "Are you guys gonna finish these beans?" Same idea. There was still a whole fork full of beans. I was like, "Oh, you want to put your trash in there? You want to put your empty mac and cheese can in there?" She didn't. I finished the beans for the record.
I was just trying to clean up.
Thanks, but don't.
Oh my gosh. All right, kids, stop biting.
But all to say, man, that boy was good as hell.
Yeah, I'm full.
Overall rating, I guess, because we all tried a little bit of.
Well, I think that's what if we were to go back
Oh.
again, kind of as our overall.
Okay, yeah, I'd go back. 9.5 experience. What? 9.5.
I can see you and Oscar going back,
See,
together.
I also liked how fast the service was because it was
yeah,
already
it was
made.
so fast.
So it's like one of those things. If I'm in the area and like I'm on the way home or something, I could see myself stopping by
Yeah.
for like a brisket sandwich. Probably not the whole shebang, but a little brisket sandwich.
No,
for
it
sure.
was so fast because like Sam was ordering her food and they were like, or no, who ordered first?
Me.
Oh yeah. Like Sam was ordering and they give Marisol her food, and then like we're ordering and they give Sam her food. I'm like, dang, this is real quick.
Yeah, we parked and we're out of there in like 10 minutes with like
Mhm.
taking photo or content, creating
You
content.
got your box full
Creating
of meat.
content.
And they were really nice. He was like, "You want me to throw some buns in there for you guys for some sound?" Like, all in all, great customer experience.
Yes.
Amazing food. Highly recommend.
Yep.
All right, let's move on.
What was that?
What? I was drinking water.
You freaking girl golfed
Leave me
it.
alone. Are we gonna do our segment? Let's check in with Marisol. Do you have a movie?
I have a couple, but they're like not great descriptions. They're short and sweet.
Is it because you didn't write the description?
Yes.
You just
You're winging it?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's time for
Guess That Movie!
With your host. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Drug addicted girl takes advantage of a mentally challenged boy for 3 decades.
I know what it is. But dang, that's like the craziest description to give that.
Wait a minute.
That's the craziest way to say that. Do you want me to text you? I'm gonna text.
Yeah, you can text
say that
me.
again?
Okay. Drug addicted girl takes advantage of mentally challenged boy for 3 decades.
Okay, I think I got it.
What? How do I have no idea?
I'm waiting for them to text me. Okay.
Did they get it right?
David got it right.
She wilded.
I'm gonna and I've seen this. Oh my gosh.
Oscar got
Yes,
it right
you definitely
as
have
well.
seen it.
What movies have drugs?
Again?
No.
Again, like it's not one sentence. And she said it twice already.
Right, I still remember what it was. And it's not going to be focused on the drugs, I guess, according to David.
Like
I mean,
you've definitely seen this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you've
I
definitely
agree with
seen
David.
Why do I have zero idea?
I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna be the first one to get it.
Me?
Honestly.
Is it like a Sam movie?
It's yes.
It's a
What?
movie.
A Sam movie?
I mean, there's sad parts in the movie.
No, Sam.
Sam.
Like
Oh, a Sam.
a movie
It's
that
like in my head, it's like the epitome of the Sam movie.
The
You probably
Grinch?
wouldn't agree.
My Sam
Oh, no.
movie is The Grinch.
Oh,
Wait, what?
it's what I think of as Sam's non-holiday movie.
Sam's not.
But maybe it's because you introduced it to me.
I'm trying to think of a hint.
I introduced it to you.
You introduced it to me, and I now it's like a David movie. I've absorbed it. It's like one of my favorite movies.
I have no idea.
Let's see that.
What's a
What
hint I
hint?
can give her?
Is it a children's movie?
No.
It's a family film.
Okay,
Well,
sure.
I guess there's some crazy
I
scenes
mean,
and everything.
It's a classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
He's a very well-known actor.
Well, very well-known actor, and in this movie, the main character does a long race.
Race?
The drug-addicted person only re-enters the picture.
She re-enters twice.
I guess she does re-enter.
Oh my gosh. That's a terrible description for this movie.
It's a wild
I
description.
actually got
And
it
there's
under
no
terrible.
racing in this movie.
Yeah,
There's
he does. He races around the U.S.
Well, he
he
doesn't
runs.
race.
He's not
Okay.
Yeah,
racing.
he's not
I thought he raced. What is it?
It's Forrest Gump.
Run,
That is the
Forrest.
epitome of a Sam
Run,
movie.
Yeah, I was like, this is like the
Yeah.
Sam non-holiday movie.
I was like, I don't know how David can be any more clear.
I was like,
I was like, Sam, you've definitely
The
seen this
Grinch?
movie. Like, I feel like we've all seen it
The Grinch.
multiple times.
he is mentally disabled and Jenny is on drugs.
She's like, now that you mention it. I was like, that was literally the most bare bones way to say it, but golly.
Is that how the internet describes that movie?
It's a terrible description. It's called terrible description.
Oh, you specifically looked up terrible
Yeah.
descriptions of movies. She's cheating.
Cheating.
Wait,
Yeah,
I have another one. No, it's okay.
Nah, that was good enough.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it stumped Sam more than I thought it would. Dang. Dang. Sam needs to watch more movies. I feel like Sam's probably watched that movie
I probably know 75% of the words
of
to
all
that
the
movie.
dialogue.
Jenny.
It's like, can I get a hint? We just go, chocolate.
Yeah, then I would have been like,
Duh. But even that was way too on
yeah.
the nose.
Yeah, he never races. He plays on the
Sorry.
football team.
You just confused her.
I've actually never fully watched the movie
Wow.
because
Disgrace.
you know how like I just blink.
And then you sleep.
And
I
then you're
zone
asleep.
out.
You mean
I
you
think
blink and then 2 hours pass?
The last time I watched it is when me and Jocelyn were hanging out at my house, and we put the movie on, and I fell asleep.
Damn.
So I woke up at the end of it. So I've never fully watched it, but I know what it's about because everyone talks about it.
I love that movie so much. One time in college, there was like a day party, and I got obliterated at that day party. And then I woke up that evening, and it was on TV. And I was just a combination of in my feelings, super hungover, and just a very emotional movie. I cried like 80% of the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Through the commercial breaks. It was wild because it was on TV. So I was like, oh, I love that movie.
The Bubba part.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
sad.
worst part. Well, raccoons get on the back porch. Mama just chase them off with the broom.
What do you say? Tuck them gums in or something.
He's like, tuck that lip in. You're gonna catch it on a tripwire.
And then Bubba's just like,
He's a
so many quotables from that movie. Great film.
stupid is a stupid does.
Yeah, Sam. Dang.
Anyway,
Anyway.
this episode is coming out after Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving hasn't happened for us yet. We're actually doing a Friendsgiving tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
Heck yeah.
Me too. We forgot to do a Friendsgiving last year.
Correct.
Literally just forgot completely.
Literally forgot.
Sounds like, wait, it was like the week before we were all leaving home.
It
for
was like a
Thanksgiving.
couple of days before we were all leaving for actual Thanksgiving, and I was like, bruh, I forgot to plan a Friendsgiving, and nobody reminded me either. So
we all
like,
just went, you said that, and I think we all went, oh. We're like, dang, we did forget.
Now that you mention it.
yeah, because before then, I had done a Friendsgiving at least the past 2 or 3 years. So it was sad that we missed it last year. We ended up doing a Secret Santa gift exchange instead.
Yeah.
But this year, we're back at it with Friendsgiving with a twist. We're doing Korean barbecue instead of Thanksgiving food.
Yummy.
So excited.
Heck yeah. I'm really excited.
I know, especially when it's in the comfort of our own home.
Right.
Yes.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, I love going out to the restaurants because it's a whole it's like a one of those event dinners type things where it's like an active food. But yeah, at home it's gonna be so much nicer, cozier, cheaper. Great.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
That's because I've done Korean barbecue at the restaurant and it's great, but it's so expensive, or like
Yeah.
you don't eat as much because it's expensive, but then you're not full.
Right. And there's a lot of
And-
people, not everyone agrees on what to get and that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
the figuring out what to order versus when you get it at home, you can like pick more exactly what you want. It's a lot cheaper and it's just better.
Yeah. You can
It's
take
just
breaks, like turn off them griddles for a sec, decompress, turn them back on, throw some more meats. Because the last time we did it, which was like over a year ago for sure, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so fun.
So
Oh, I ate so much.
I'm so excited. We got beef and pork
Yummy.
and a bulgogi marinade and then a
Yummy.
spicy marinade
Mm.
and shrimp,
Gonna get a little kimchi action, some veggies in there.
some kimchi,
Oscar brought the main event.
Got some sujo,
soju.
soju, soju,
What do you have,
sujo,
Oscar?
soju.
Okay.
No, yeah, I went to the Korean store. I got some soju.
Yum.
I got 4 bottles: citrus, apple, peach, and yogurt.
I'm so excited for the yogurt one, dude.
Dude,
I think that one's gonna be my favorite.
I was like, I don't know if everyone's gonna try this, but I want to try this.
I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
how
Have you
I feel
had-
about that.
Yakult, like those little, like the
The
yogurt
little
thing
yogurt
that
Yeah.
cups
shows.
like this big.
No, I
They're
don't
so
think
good.
But
I think they're so
it's
good.
soju.
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 But it
It's-
doesn't look like yogurt. It's just yogurt flavor.
It's a yogurt
Yeah.
drink. It's yogurt drink. Like, have you ever had a Calpico, which is like, it's like that.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the drink that I always get whenever I go to the Asian Mart. Like when we were in Pittsburgh, actually, that was the drink that I guess I didn't drink it that day or whatever.
But it's not creamy.
No, it's like a liquid. It's just yogurt flavored. It's like
I
yogurt
don't even know
flavored.
what
Right, but
yogurt
it's like a clear
flavor
liquid.
is.
It's like
I'm saying it's
Probably
not like a
creamy.
milky liquid.
It's just
It's-
liquid.
it's liquid like water.
Yeah.
It's not creamy like milk.
Liquid
Milk is a liquid, guys.
No, I know, but it's not like thick like a milk.
It's
Okay.
not creamy.
It's going to be clear.
No, but it's not clear.
Well, the soju Oscar got is clear.
Yes, because it's soju.
But the one
Yes.
you're talking about,
It's
the
like
Tampico?
it looks like it's
Okay, well, I was talking about the soju that Oscar got.
yes.
But
It's
he's
not
talking about his yogurt.
Yogurty.
But yeah,
Go
the
ahead,
yogurt
boy,
drink
talk
is
about your
like a
yogurt.
specific color, like
Okay.
Cinnabon icing color. You know.
I read that traditionally they like take shots of the soju.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
We'll all be doing
Yeah.
that tomorrow. But
Yeah,
we
take out the
also gonna
shot
get
glasses.
Sprite to mix in it
Yes.
if we would
And
like.
The youngest person has to serve.
Oh yeah, who's?
You.
God damn it.
Bella's not here. If you guys
Intern.
didn't notice,
Oh, later.
Bella, our producer, decided to go home this weekend. So she is missing the pod today and she's missing Friendsgiving.
Boo,
Good
you
for her.
suck.
Good for
Lunacy.
her.
She's treating herself.
This was her
Relaxing.
opportunity to drink soju,
Vacation.
I know.
Your mom's gonna be listening to this like, she better not be
though.
there.
She's like, good thing I took her back home
Good
so she
thing.
can't drink soju.
She's like, my mom instincts were kicking in.
Yeah, she's like, I need you at home. But we'll miss her. But that just means more meat for us.
More meat for us. It's almost gonna be too much meat.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
And
Dude,
it's
I prepped it all today and I'm like, oh god, this is a lot of meat. I thought it was like not enough at first.
No
Well,
one ate the whole day.
I wasn't
That's-
planning
that's
to.
what I'm
That's what we
planning on.
gotta do. We just gotta not eat the whole day until we eat dinner.
I'll
You can
snack.
have like a smoothie for breakfast.
Ooh, maybe
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah, we ate a lot today, so I'm probably not eating again until
Good.
the
See,
Friendsgiving.
I swear I didn't do it on purpose. It was a logistical error on my part. I didn't plan to do barbecue on barbecue back to back, but I just needed
But
to
it
try
will
Ray
be
Rays.
different type of barbecue.
Yeah, definitely different.
But still a lot of meat.
It's still lots of meat.
It's still a lot of meat, but I feel like it's different.
Yeah, it'll be like presented different, so our body won't.
Different
Be like-
flavor.
Right, and Korean barbecue is all thinly sliced meat,
Yes,
so
and
it
I
like
feels
that.
it feels lighter even if it's
You
not
eat it with
actually
lettuce
lighter.
and the mushrooms.
Yeah, we're gonna have vegetables. I didn't
We're
have
gonna
any
be healthy
vegetables today.
Don't even say. Well, I had some pickled cabbage.
Just a little bit, not enough.
Don't bring it
Oh my
up. It's too soon.
I should have taken a picture of that. Of my view.
Anyways, we're not gonna get back on that. Don't get me worked up again.
Wait, should we explain what Korean barbecue is in case the people
Yeah.
listening don't know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Korean barbecue?
All right, Korean barbecue is when you have like a grill at your table and you cook the meat yourself. You don't like, if you're at a restaurant, nobody cooks it for you. They just bring you out the raw meat and you cook it yourself and you eat it as you go. And it's a fun activity for a group of people. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's why we got these portable griddles that we're going to just put on the dining table, sit around, grill our meats, and have a good old time.
Yes, and the best
Yeah,
part
what Sam
is
said.
not only do you get to taste it, but when you leave, you get to smell like it the rest of the day. It's great.
That's the only downfall of doing it at home is like at a restaurant, they usually have good
Like
vents.
a fan, yeah.
Or like, yeah, like a vent right above it to soak up all the smoke and stuff. But at home, we're just going to open all the windows and turn
Yeah.
on the fan.
I'm wearing a hat.
Even then, though,
We're going to be wearing shower caps.
I would say just even at the restaurants, just though, it's
Yeah.
still on your shirt, you know.
Someone licks my face that night.
Luna's
like,
gonna be smelling you all night.
Luna's gonna be so mad. She's gonna smell it, but not be near it.
It's okay. I'll drop a little.
I will say, I mean, I've been to South Korea and there they do have vents that literally go like right on top of the
Yeah.
grill. So it sucks up most of it.
True.
Versus like the ones we've been to here, they don't really have that.
Yeah, it's like a vent, but it's like the one that I went to one in like Boston, and it was like that. There was like a vent like on this above,
Higher up.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I've seen ones like what you're talking
Mhm.
about.
There's like a
And-
foot of space in the vents like right there.
Just shoots it right up.
And
But
can
I
you
appreciate it.
believe that Korean barbecue is so fucking expensive when you have to cook it yourself? That's messed up.
But it's the cost of the meats, you know?
I don't know.
It's like a novelty still. Like I feel like Korean cuisine and stuff right now is like on the up. I think just Korea in general is on the up and up.
yeah.
So I feel like as a novelty thing, I think it's probably even more expensive in the past. I don't know.
I'm like,
obviously
I'll pay
it's
for
still-
someone to cook it in front of me.
Some restaurants do,
Yeah.
or if you
Oh
ask
yeah,
them to.
sometimes they do, yeah. I like cooking it myself. It's fun.
It's like
Yeah.
fun.
She's like, it's cooking, mama.
I love that dang game.
I love cooking games.
So fun. To our family, If you haven't had Korean barbecue, I'm sure you've seen the TikToks where Mexicans go and they'll bring their own tortillas.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll just like grill the tortillas on the thing. Those are always so funny.
Well, I'm
Highly
excited.
recommend.
Yeah,
Is
if
it?
you, so if you've never tried Korean barbecue, definitely recommend go out, find a restaurant, or look up some videos and do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any back in our hometown.
I think so. I feel like because we've done it before, like a couple years ago. I did
Mhm.
it here in Columbus, and I posted videos on my Snapchat.
Yeah.
And then my aunt Berta asked, like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's called Korean barbecue."
Uh-huh.
And she looked up a restaurant, I think, in Cleveland, and went like with some people from the family.
Yeah. I do like that they did that, especially now with the pod. So shouts out our fans. We love you.
Well,
Are we wrapping this?
You got something to say, Marisol?
Actually, yeah. So at my work, I'm part of the engagement committee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, congratulations.
So
Who's the lucky guy?
one of the ideas that I gave out to engage people is through our Teams app, which is how we communicate with one another, to do like a question of the week. And so what I chose for one of the questions was, what team are you? Bagels or donuts?
Wow.
Bagels versus donuts.
Do you have results?
I do. Let me pull it up.
It's like she walks into the hospital and they're just fighting. Donuts! Bagels!
Choking each other out.
good thing they're in a hospital.
Yeah. Take the injured to the other room.
We need a medic. We need a medic. Is anyone here a doctor?
Sorry, guys.
Survey
Yeah,
says.
take your time.
I'm sorry. Does someone want to talk about something else?
No, we're waiting for you.
Engage us.
Yeah, we don't got enough time to start another topic.
Or you don't have anything else to talk about.
No, I got one.
Okay.
If you had to
No,
get...
hold on. I found it. Out of 15 people that responded, 11 said bagels.
Whoa.
Of course, they're medical
Alright.
field.
I feel like they're
Whatever.
health.
Of course,
They're
they're
health
medical.
Yeah.
conscious people.
They don't care about sprinkles.
Shut
They don't care
up.
about jimmies like the rest of us.
They want sesame seeds.
Yeah, they want freaking poppy seeds, those freaking opium heads.
Oh my god. Another point for Team Bagels. Oh, this is also something I said to Oscar the other day. I was eating some pizza bagel bites, and I just held it up to Oscar and I said, "Point for bagels."
Okay.
Every time I eat a bagels, go
Gotta
Team
give-
Bagels.
Gotta give it up. They don't make pizza donuts yet. You know? Yet.
They don't make pizza donut bites. It's pizza bagel bites.
Oh, wait. Actually, you know how like little kids. So this is like when we all have kids. New invention. I'm calling it trademark. Intern, put in a trademark request for me. You know when like little kids, they're like eating a donut, but they only eat the good part, like all the top. And they're like,
Yeah.
here, mommy, you can have the rest.
I've never
the
seen
bread.
that.
Save that. Put some pizza sauce, put some cheese, put some pepperoni, and then throw that boy in the oven.
I've never seen a kid do that ever in my life. Eat
Because
the
you don't give them
top.
donuts, you freaking monster. You're giving them dang bagels and cream
almond
cheese.
mom, you're not giving them donuts.
You think these kids want freaking
Also,
cream
every
cheese?
time I do get a donut, it's just a glazed donut. So everywhere is like that.
Yeah,
you
you're
get the worst donut.
You're messed up.
It's so good.
You're messed up in the head.
Basic.
Well, see, a glazed donut, every part's the good part. When you get a frosted sprinkled donut as a
Only
kid,
the top part is the good part.
yeah, because the rest is just bread.
So
It's
donuts are useless.
You're useless. Shut up.
No.
Intern, get that trademark request ready for me. Thank you.
He's gonna get like a patent. I invented the pizza donut.
I'm giving a speech in 20 years. Like, they call me crazy for the leftover pizza donuts. And here I am.
I'd like to say that's several points for bagels.
Mhm.
Thank you very
Whatever.
much. Team Bagels, rise up.
You have the freedom to be wrong.
Yeah, you do.
You are wrong.
I told you guys about my little adventure and how I was walking home at 3:30 in the morning, and guess what was open? Not no damn Panera. Not no damn bagel place. Miss freaking Buckeye Donuts was
They
open.
sell bagels.
I don't care. Oh, is it Buckeye Bagels? Is it Buckeye Bagels?
It's Buckeye
Is that
Donut.
what they sell? Is that their main selling point? No, it's freaking not. It's Buckeye Donuts, bitch. And guess what I got? A maple bar. Maple bacon bar.
Honestly, Buckeye Bagels sounds like a better restaurant name than Buckeye Donuts.
No.
Then-
Buckeye Bagels, it both starts with a B.
Their
Invented.
breakfast sandwiches are bomb.
Trademark.
I opened a competitor right next door to Buckeye Donuts, and it's Buckeye Bagels.
There's a freaking restaurant on High Street called Cocky's Bagels. And guess what? It is. I've seen it. And guess what? It wasn't open at freaking 3:30 in the morning. I tell you what. Pulling for donuts. Boom.
It's because the only customers they get is
Damn.
crackheads.
It's still tied. It's still tied,
Exhibit
right?
B,
It's still
Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
tied. Who's a freaking crackhead? So this podcast I've created, you know how it takes 21 days to create a habit?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
now I've created a habit where anything I eat, I need to take a photo or a video of it.
I feel like you always used to do that before.
Because you would
I'm
say, I gotta
blaming
feed the
you.
gram.
I'm
Yeah,
blaming you.
no, he'd say Graham's gotta eat.
Grams,
Gram's gotta eat. That's what he
Pa's gotta eat. Pa's gotta eat. Anyways, I was walking home the other day and I had that maple bacon bar.
He'd take a
And I
picture.
took a photo of it and I was like, dang, this donut looks so dang good at 3 a.m. Tell me why I tilted it and the best piece of bacon fell off onto the ground. I was so pissed. The best big piece of bacon on there.
Did you pick it up?
No, I was salty. There was another big piece of bacon, but it wasn't as.
The salt kills all the bacteria.
I was so salty. And that was the turning point where I was like, dang, maybe I need to stop. Maybe I need to stop taking photos and just enjoy. So I'm a new man.
You lost the bacon.
I fell to my knees on High Street at 3 a.m. I looked at
Just
this
like up
guy.
at the sky.
Crackheads.
No.
Why, God? Why me? And he'd be like, because it's haram. Anyways.
He'd be like, that's what you get for picking donuts over bagels.
My question was, if you had to get rid of one holiday, would you get rid of Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Oh,
If you had to give one up.
I was going to say Labor Day, but I guess you narrowed it down.
I thought you were gonna open it up to all holidays, not pick those two. You animal.
I go to... No, never mind. I'm not even...
I would get rid of Christmas.
Why?
Because there's just too much pressure for everything to be like perfect.
I agree. Thanksgiving is a lower pressure holiday.
I mean, Thanksgiving is like perfect. It's, a day to be grateful for and has food and you're with your family. No presents, no decorating the house. It's just good old food.
Dang, I was thinking the other way. But honestly, Thanksgiving with our family, like a big family, is so fun too. And I have like 2 big families, so going to both and seeing everyone. Again, the no pressure. I guess there's only pressure if you have to like make the turkey or something.
True.
But thankfully this year, me and Oscar, we got the freaking sodas and ice, so we got the most pressure.
I think they gave that to you guys last time too.
So family listening, I guess it's gonna be after, but
Right.
but tell me what soda you want me to make so I can make the soda.
You're gonna make it.
I gotta complain. They assigned me something random. I'm like, we have never had this at our Thanksgiving before. I think it was cheesy potatoes.
No, that was a Ramis.
No, he's making mac and cheese.
Oh snap!
Because they tried to give me mac and cheese last year, and then Aramis was like, I'll make it. I was like,
Oh,
bet.
okay.
So I don't think I took anything last year. Thank God.
She
And
slipped under
this
the
year you
radar.
got cheesy potatoes.
But this year they gave me cheesy potatoes. I'm like, we've never had cheesy potatoes at Thanksgiving before.
Who put it in there? Who made the list?
I don't know. They just sent it out.
I thought it was really funny. Our cousin Sophie was like, "Green bean cat."
She was like, green bean casserole. I'm going to bring buffalo chicken dip.
I never made it in my life.
I hate green bean casserole.
That's a great deal, though. Shoot, I'll take buffalo chicken dip.
Well, I don't like green beans alone like that, like the ones in the can. But
Green bean
green bean
casserole.
casserole actually is good.
Really good.
It
Yeah.
don't like.
Obviously, depend. Maybe not if
Maybe
it's.
you haven't had good green bean casserole.
I've had white people green bean casserole.
Well, okay. Well, one time Robbie brought green bean casserole. That shit was good.
Yeah, if you grew up white, you probably know how to make a good old green casserole.
What about that guy? The guy who looks like my uncle and scares me.
Hugo.
Yeah, he brought in something that we all
He
like.
brought the sweet potato.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
the sweet potato casserole. He didn't make that though.
His baby mama's mom.
His baby's grandma basically made that. So grandma made it. That was so good.
So good. And I don't like sweet potato casserole like that.
Well, now our cousin is in charge of the sweet potatoes, right? Carlos?
Yeah. Was he there for that Friendsgiving?
I think he was, and he was inspired by that.
Yeah, he was there, and he ate like a lot of the sweet potato casserole, and after that, he was like obsessed. And now he makes sweet potato casserole for our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he was assigned it this year too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I feel like I do remember Sophie's mom, like our Aunt Rosa. I think she made green bean casserole once. Or am I tripping?
I don't know.
I feel like there was one year. One year it was there. I forget who brought it. Maybe it was like a guest of the family. It was pretty good. If Sophie said, "What the heck is this?" and it's her first time making it, maybe it wouldn't be the best. But who knows? Maybe she surprises us.
But I think she already said her mom was gonna make it, and she's gonna bring buffalo chicken dip, so it's fine.
Okay, so maybe Rosa did make it before.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, either way, buffalo chicken dip gonna go crazy.
I'm gonna take something else. I don't want to take cheesy potatoes. What the hell? We already have mashed potatoes and gravy.
True. What you gonna bring?
What should I take, guys?
Yeah.
And this episode is gonna come out after Thanksgiving, so we'll see.
Yeah.
What it really is.
You're gonna get comments on Spotify like, "What Sam brought fucking sucked."
What about stuffing? Do you guys eat stuffing?
I think my mom's making the stuffing.
What about rice?
What? No. Wrong answer. I was like, I could just bring more desserts.
What about a fruit?
Vegetables.
Like watermelon.
No, that's our cousin.
I was thinking watermelon
Martincito's in charge of the fruit. Right?
I know what I'm gonna take.
What are you gonna take?
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh.
That
you
would
should
be
make
good.
the turkey looking ones. Have you seen it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
I think the strawberries would be good. Something like refreshing.
It's like a dessert, but still refreshing.
Something not pumpkin too. It's gonna be nice. I ship it.
Woo!
If no one else defends Sam, we will.
Right.
Did everybody pick a holiday?
I did.
What did you pick?
I probably would give up Thanksgiving.
Dang, after all we just talked
He
about.
said he wants
After all, we
gifts.
just
He wants
talked-
Christmas gifts.
I will
He said,
say,
"Hold it."
I will say Christmas does have more pressure, but I think the thing is the food. I think I'm just like, I'm not the biggest fan of Thanksgiving food. And I'm like, I would rather have the food on Christmas and the family than the food from Thanksgiving.
You guys do Mexican food on Christmas?
It's like
yeah, we'll have
tamales and stuff.
pozole, red and green, and tamales.
Okay, but let's say, well, okay. I mean, that's just your family tradition, but if you decide what to eat for like your Thanksgiving, would you choose Thanksgiving?
No.
What if we had
I feel like that's more
pozole?
pressure to pick.
Like, what if you had pozole
For
on
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, then I'd probably pick Thanksgiving.
That's what I just
Thanksgiving.
said.
That's what she was
Oh
trying to
yeah.
ask.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
That's what I just
yeah. No, yeah. If the food was different, then yeah, I would definitely give up Christmas. Keep
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
So it's just the food you eat on Christmas Day, like with your
It's just the food on Thanksgiving he doesn't want.
Yeah.
the American food.
Because in both instances, I'm still spending time with my family.
And one
A
has
long
better
time.
food than the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
so
his opinion.
okay, so Thanksgiving Day is Thanksgiving Day no matter what, right? When you say New Year, Christmas, it's like New Year, Christmas Eve. And Christmas.
That's what my gripe is. 'cause
Okay, the
Christmas
distinction.
Day is whatever, but Christmas Eve is my favorite.
True, Christmas. Okay,
Because
so it's like the
that's what
combination.
we
Of
eat.
Yeah, I guess I meant just like that Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
the
Okay.
trickle in.
events.
Our Christmas is Christmas Eve. You should know this by now.
Yes.
Well, just like I remember the memories of like, I was a real good boy this year. I got good gifts. You know, that was growing up. That was
Do you
great.
guys open your gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas
Christmas
morning.
Day. Yeah.
We do a
Really?
gift exchange on Christmas Eve with our whole family. So we also get gifts that day. And then when we go to our own respective homes, Santa comes and we get our gifts in the morning that we open.
Interesting. We just open all of them on Christmas Eve after we finish eating.
The animals.
That's how we've always done it.
That's crazy. So is Christmas
Day
Day just
early.
boring as hell?
No, we watch movies. My mom brings panettone. Have you guys heard of panettone?
Yeah, my dad loves that.
It's fruitcake, but we get it from a specific brand, Peruvian brand, Donofrio. And it's hella expensive. I think each box is like $30.
Dang, yeah.
And my mom likes to get like 6.
Oh my god, how big are these?
They're like
tall.
this
It's a tall
big,
box.
and they're fruitcake. And for when
they're,
like
like,
people,
drier.
when people, no, they're like moist. But like when people hear fruitcake, they're not like willing to jump on it. But this fruitcake will change your mind. I will buy you guys some to try.
Yeah,
it.
Okay,
bring us
Brian,
some.
bring
mom
one
makes
of those.
yeah,
'cause-
my mom makes like abuelita hot chocolate, and then we eat it with panettone, and then we have leftovers, and we just watch movies all day.
I don't think I've ever had fruitcake.
Well,
So,
I've
so
only seen
fruitcake
it-
is like the rectangle one traditionally, right? Like in
I've only
cartoons
seen it
and
in like
stuff.
movies, yeah.
So the panettone, the one that my dad has, is like Italian panettone,
there is it. I think that's where
and that's
it
the drier
originates.
one. Yeah. So I'm guessing yours, if it's more, it's
I-
probably different because it's Peruvian. And it's probably
I
way
only
better.
like Donofrio ones. Like I've tried other panettones
I'm
and
not a big
it's
fan.
not good
Mm-mm.
because sometimes my mom has gotten fruitcake from like Walgreens or whatever
Yeah.
because they sell
Walgreens?
fruitcake. too.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, because they sell like different kinds of fruitcake. But the fruitcake I like, either you can ship it from Peru or you can get it at Jungle Gyms, which is like one of the biggest international grocery stores in located in
Oh,
Cincinnati.
dang. That's probably why they mark it up then, too.
Or like a Peruvian grocery store, which there's not many, but I'll buy one so you guys can try it because it's literally the best thing to eat.
All right. I'll be
All right.
open-minded to it.
Sounds
Because that
good.
Italian one dries
Don't forget it.
Okay.
Right.
Because if not, we're going to play this podcast
We'll do
back.
it for one of our movie nights.
Okay.
Are we having movie nights?
I thought we said we were.
We didn't do one this week.
Yeah, but we can. I didn't know we were going to do it after
We took a break.
October.
Right? We did
So,
the
yeah, we
whole.
need a little refresh.
Oh,
Fuck-
because
fuck
earlier we said
movies.
we're down to
Took a
watch more
break.
scary movies.
Yeah.
We're going to continue our scary movie. Oh, we never talked about that on the pod. We ended up watching Hereditary.
Oh, we didn't talk about it, did we?
No. If you guys remember, there was several episodes where Marisol was begging us to watch Hereditary. And we finally did because we did a little raffle of movies. And we put Hereditary, Silence of the Lambs, and What We Do in the Shadows in a little box. And then had 3 movie nights where we randomly picked one to watch. And we watched Hereditary. What did you guys think?
I think that was the movie that turned me to the idea of like, you know what? Maybe now that I'm older, I do like scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because Marisol was saying like, it's like so scary, and I've heard other people say Hereditary is so scary, and I found it more as like a thriller.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm also just coming from that childhood mindset of like scary movies are the scariest thing ever. Any scary movie is gonna like keep me awake forever. And now that I'm an adult, it's like, oh, that was scary. But like I go
Yeah.
home and sleep fine.
Yeah, I agree. I'm like exact same wavelength. As a child, scary movies were like, they're gonna keep me up at night. Like I don't want to watch them because I know it'll scar me.
Yeah.
Versus now, every time I watch a scary movie, afterwards I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
That's scary.
Like I made it through. I can survive this. So now I'm like more willing to watch scary movies. And I think as I was watching Hereditary, because it had been so hyped up as really scary, I kept telling myself like, it's the music, they're trying to make it scary. Like if that music wasn't there, the scene would be totally normal. So I kept thinking that type of stuff throughout the movie, which maybe I overdid it because then I was like, this actually didn't have many scary parts at all.
Yeah.
Like it had a messed up part and then like the scary part at the end, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like nothing else was really scary in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the movie, but it was just like I felt tense the whole time and just like stressed. I'm like, it's like it's so suspenseful.
Yeah.
So like that whole build up definitely helped towards the end when I'm like, oh man, like that was like it was a pretty good like climax with all that build up. And it's just the family dynamic didn't help. Like I'm just like I feel like stressed just like watching their whole like situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, as we do, just chatting throughout and like chiming in. But yeah, that family dynamic is crazy when he like told the mom off. Before they happened, I was like, oh, I would say this to her. I would say this to her. And then he said what he said. I was like, dang, you said it way cooler than I would have said it. But yeah, it's like that whole, like, everything was just so tense.
Yeah.
I think, I guess with like what I was saying before, it's like, I also realized now that I'm older and able to distinguish like genres and stuff, like not all scary movies are the same thing. It's like you have like thrillers, you have slashers, you have
agreed,
like just gory stuff, which I think I always associate with being the scariest thing. And I think that's why I was like, this isn't that scary because nothing super gory, I guess, happened.
It definitely had some gory parts.
Yeah. But it's not like freaking Saw type stuff, you know? Like, and that's its own category. I will say, I think Hereditary hit all the boxes for me. Like, that's the ideal scary movie that I like, where it's like, I guess more thriller, tense. I got really enveloped in the character development too. Like, they did a really good way of like presenting the family and the little quirks and stuff. And then it just like, obviously the turning point.
Yeah.
And then it just gets crazy for the rest of it.
Yeah. I do wish though that like the turning point was earlier in the movie. Like, it was a lot of build up and then it all happened very quickly at the end. And I was like, I feel like I have unanswered questions or like just stuff they could have gone deeper in, particularly with like the mom when she like flipped and was like the bad guy. That was like out of nowhere, it seemed. That was my one negative.
Yeah.
It almost felt like methodical where they were like, because like I think I was saying too, it's like I took a screenwriting class where they tell you whatever, 30 minutes is like a good enough for character development. Like you get attached to the characters and that type of stuff. This one went way over that, but I think they did it on purpose. So you like, I felt like I let my guard down. I was like, this movie seems really calm for a really long time. And then like Sam said, it just like everything just avalanches.
It's like Don't Worry, Darling. They did way too much like character development, and then like later half where you actually know what's going on was like too fast.
Yeah, I would say even that one was even more so. I think.
I gotta say, after watching it for the second time, it wasn't that scary as I thought it was before. At all. I wouldn't say it's one of the scariest movies.
Yeah, I agree.
I felt kind of bad too, because it's like I felt for you in the sense, you know, when you like show someone a YouTube video, you're like, look at this, it's so funny. And then it's like they don't find it as funny, and you're just like, dang.
You're like, dang, now I feel salty.
And it's like with being a whole movie, I feel for you. But I would say
she's like, I'm fine. I didn't feel bad about it.
Yeah. But no, I think I enjoyed the movie overall.
Yeah,
definitely. It was like, it was not as scary, I guess, as you made it out to be or whatever. But I think that was, I don't know.
It was still a good movie to watch.
Great recommendation.
I watched Insidious this weekend, like the new one that just came out. And I would say that one was scarier than Hereditary.
Yeah. So I also think Hereditary, you already kind of knew what was going to happen. Maybe you didn't remember all the details, so maybe that's what made it less scary.
Maybe.
And since you hyped it up to us, we were already expecting something super scary. I think if we had watched the movie with like no context, it would have been super scary.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop talking shit.
But it makes me want to watch Midsommar now.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I'm down.
We got a lot of movies to catch up on.
Put that in the next bucket to pick out of.
Yeah.
We got Insidious, Annabelle, The Conjuring.
We already watched The Conjuring.
The first one. There's more.
Like the whole universe.
Yeah,
that can be your pick.
But we can't pick those randomly if we're watching those in order.
Oh, that's true.
We'll
just put Conjuring and then it'll be the next one in the series.
We'll
know.
So that Midsommar.
There was one I wanted to put in there.
Have you guys already seen? You've seen Us already?
Oh, this is like Us. We should put that in.
You guys
I've
are
seen
cool
it.
with watching it again?
I haven't seen it.
No, I don't think you guys have seen
it.
it. Only I have.
You're
I
cool
almost
with
watched
it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's throw that in there. Like one that I would recommend. Have you guys seen Parasite?
Yes.
I feel like that's a really good movie.
You haven't?
You haven't?
Put that in there.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, damn.
I just
you've seen it?
because
I've
it's.
seen it.
I want to. Isn't it in? Is it what Japanese?
South Korean.
Korean.
Or Korean.
South Korean. You have to. So you have to watch
Read
the subtitles.
So you have to pay attention.
I have to like pay attention. That's why I haven't watched it.
Don't talk about it at all, but put it in the list.
Because I was gonna say I do like recommending movies that I haven't seen, but that's one of my favorite movies. It's
very good.
As a foreign film.
Really good.
I mean, as a film in general, masterpiece.
And it's funny when I watch even like Squid Games, when I watch shows in other languages, when I'm reading the subtitles, I like trick myself into thinking I can understand Korean.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh yeah, if I wasn't looking at the subtitles, I think I would still understand what they're saying. I'm like, no, I wouldn't, but it just feels like I would. Like my brain is tricking me.
Yeah, like the world building is really good. And then you're like, oh, out their body language, I knew exactly what it was.
Can I put some romantic movies in there?
What do you got? What do you recommend?
A Walk to Remember.
I thought we wanted it to be scary.
Right.
Well, I could put one romantic.
Okay.
We'll just make it a movie bucket then. It's just movies.
Fine. Yeah, I was like, let's just ride this horror train since now I'm like, I like scary movies now.
We'll put a bunch of ideas in there.
Okay, sweet.
So that way the odds get bigger.
That way we like see different variety of movies.
They're gonna be so cultured, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
When we watch What We Do in the Shadows, which I've seen before, and it's actually not a horror movie, it's a comedy movie, I was like, it's just as funny as I remember it.
It was my first time. I thought it was hilarious.
The feeling you said of like when you show someone a video because you think it's really funny and they don't think it's that funny.
Yeah.
So that happened with this movie. When we lived together near OSU's campus, we put it on for the house. And Marisol was there allegedly watching it. And she like wasn't laughing at all the funny parts. I remember being like, dang, it's not as funny as I remember, I guess, because no one is laughing as hard as like I was. And then when she watched it this time, she admitted, she's like, yeah, I actually didn't pay attention that other time you made me watch it. So I have no idea what actually happens in this movie. And it's actually really funny. And I was like, you bitch. Yeah. You made me feel bad about sharing this movie and it not being funny.
And, like,
she didn't know she made me feel bad, obviously.
And you're like, I never want to recommend this movie to anyone else.
And then it was like a redemption moment because I was like, this movie is as funny as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I fell asleep.
Well, because I remember when we watched it and I felt like everyone liked it, like overall.
Yeah, but like they weren't reacting as big as they should have, in my opinion.
I would say no. I could tell this is a sad movie because you were like laughing. Like even
so
however
funny.
many times you've seen it.
I think I've only seen it like this is probably my third or fourth time seeing it. I haven't seen it that many times.
Yeah,
but I did pay for it, so now I can watch it whenever I want.
Yeah, because I showed it to some of our cousins once, and they didn't find it funny, and I was like, "What? Like,
what?
They just like were on their phones, and they didn't find it funny." The only part they thought was funny was when the vampires and werewolves were like yelling at each other.
It smells like wet dog. Yeah, everyone go watch What We Do in the Shadows. It's funny, I promise.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd be down to continue watching movies. Like, I thought it was, I guess, interesting, like, how different, like, the movies we watched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like,
even just the three that
opinions.
we chose.
Yeah, because when I had mentioned Alien, and you guys had said you didn't watch it, I was like, what? Like,
oh,
it
yeah.
was kind of crazy, but then I'm like, well, I guess it is an older movie, and people aren't just, like,
Grandpa.
Throw that in the bucket. I do want to see that, too.
Because I like watching, like, old movies and be like, oh, so this is what people were talking about back then. Like, I just started watching this movie, The Curse of Frankenstein.
That's old as hell, isn't it?
It's like 1954.
Bro.
But there's two of the characters in the movie that I'm like, yo, that guy's in Star Wars.
What was I going to say? If I'm recommending an old film, Psycho. Have you guys seen that one? The old one?
No, I have not. I'd be down to watch it.
I don't know.
I think that's
the...
Yeah, when we were talking about American Psycho, and I made that sound because I misunderstood, sorry.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
The shower scene.
Yeah, it's an Alfred Hitchcock classic. That and The Birds, I thought, was also good, too.
You know what I'm going to put in the bucket?
What do we got?
The Shining. I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
I've seen it.
And that's a classic.
Well, yeah, put going in the bucket.
Hell yeah.
I'll watch it. It's good.
All right. Well, I feel like this podcast is becoming food and movies podcast.
We're evolving. Yeah. What will we evolve into next year? Who knows?
Do you guys remember Zoo Pals?
Zoo Pals. No. I did a fake jingle thing that Sam did. I was doing the moves.
Making up a jingle.
Zoo Pals.
What were you thinking about?
No, Zoo Pals is like oink, oink, Zoo Pals, ribbit, ribbit, Zoo Pals. Like whatever.
Are they the plates?
Yeah.
Okay.
The paper plates made by Hefty. They were a big thing in like the 2000s.
Yeah.
And I swear food just tastes better when you eat it on a Zoo Pals plate. Well, I recently found an article that they were coming back with the Zoo Pal plates and they're going to be sold at Amazon and Target. And that article was from like months ago. So I was like, oh, that means they're back. So I went and they're sold out on both sides. And I was like, no.
Wow.
So on Target, I put like a notification to tell me when they come in stock.
Yeah.
And the one time it updated, it was like 3 a.m. So by the time I woke up and checked, sold out.
Again?
And then I put it back on. Next time I checked, when it went off, sold out. So this week, when I was at work, I got the notification that it was back in stock. So I immediately that second went on to Target, put 3, like a quantity of 3 in my thing, and then a bunch of other stuff so that I could get, like, they would only ship if I had a minimum of $35.
Yeah.
So I added a bunch of other random stuff really quickly, and I was able to place my order. So I'm gonna get some Zupao plates delivered to me this weekend.
Girl.
Dude, that's
And I'm so
Nice.
excited.
Just in time for Korean barbecue.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to share them with you
Oh,
guys.
Are
Is
they
that
all
Korean
the
Korean
animals or is
barbecue.
it just one animal?
No, it's all of them.
Oh.
Because they're like,
It's a variety
random
pack.
animal. Like when
Yeah.
you pick it up, that was the cool part. You'd be like, oh, I got a zebra.
Yes, you would flip through them too and be like,
yeah,
which one
like,
do
I don't want this
want?
damn frog.
I did not have zoo animals. Zoo pals?
Zoo pals.
Zoo pals.
Sorry, I did not have zoo pals. We just ate out of a
It
plate.
was on TV.
Yeah, you never saw those commercials?
Mm-mm. I had a Disney princess plate.
You would.
It's their paper plates, though. I don't think you're understanding.
My mom was against paper plates.
I was gonna say, you should get pillow pets too while you're at it. You had pillow pets growing
It's
up.
Yeah.
a pillow. It's a pet. It's a pillow pet. I know my jingles.
The pillow pets
thought I did
were
too.
like when we were already kind of older. I had
Yeah.
a pillow pet in college. It was a giraffe.
I was gonna say, I remember you had the giraffe.
Either my brother or my sister had a Buckeye Brutus pillow pet.
I see those all the time at Goodwill.
Oh, what an era! And now they're all just.
I have a pillow pet. It's an Appa from the last Airbender Avatar.
So do you like? I'm a believer that things taste better with
With-
their respective. You like the biggest example for me, Chipotle.
Yeah, the Chipotle fork
If
makes
you-
it taste way better.
If
It
you
does.
have a shiny fork with Chipotle, you need that matte black.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic.
Yes, and that's why every time I go, I'll grab a couple extra
do.
or one, and then I put them in the drawer just in case I forget. Because one time,
It's
I
the
forgot.
worst, yeah. Or if they forget to put it in your bag.
yep,
And
and
then-
I was like,
Well,
I have to eat with a regular
yesterday
fork.
I had Chipotle, and I had a black matte plastic fork, and Luna attacked me, and it fell on the ground.
I did see that.
So I
Did you?
had to get a regular fork.
You could have just washed it off.
I could have.
You probably lifted it up and it was all Luna hair.
Yeah, it was all Luna hair.
A quick little rinse.
Yeah, a little
would have
rinse
been
off.
good to go.
See, y'all know I'm a germaphobe, but if it came down to Chipotle, I'm rinsing that bad boy off. Freaking Sam eats. Everyone has regular plates for Friendsgiving. She has a soup house.
No, I'm not gonna flex my Zupao plates. Will not let you guys use them, but I am saving them. I want to get some pizza rolls and eat my pizza rolls on my Zupao plate.
Oh, those are
my
the taste
god,
buds
that's
for
the
me.
worst.
What
You
is
live
that?
with
so
her?
good.
What?
Why? What's
He
wrong with
gets
that?
Sam's
Sorry,
like,
you didn't have a childhood.
I had a Disney princess plate.
I
didn't know
also
so.
had Disney plates, but they weren't Zupals.
Right. What? Didn't we have Toy Story?
We had Toy Story.
Yeah.
We had Teletubbies. We still might have those actually.
Yeah, we still do.
Dang.
had a Barbie
Flashbacks.
plate. Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the main ones we had.
Yeah. Damn. Now I want some cereal for some reason.
Because those are
Just
the plates for
nostalgia.
cereal.
Yeah. Cereal and milk. Ooh.
I remember I got this from Sam growing up. You remember, like, because I would go over Sam and Oscar's house all the time, and they would have pizza rolls. And I was like, dang, how many do I want? And Sam was like, eat as many as how old you are. And so I'd be like, I'm 9. I'm gonna eat 9.
Yes, I lived by that rule until like.
Yeah, what was your cutoff?
I think maybe when I turned 16, I was like, I can't eat 16 pizza rolls. This is too many.
I'm 13 now. Let's go. I can have an extra pizza roll.
But like ever since I can remember, like if I like probably starting when I was 6, it's like I'm 6 years old, so I get 6 pizza rolls, and then it's like I'm 8 years old, so I get 8 pizza rolls.
Dude,
You know what? For at
And
a
it
young
was-
age,
it
it's
works.
a good count.
It was the perfect amount. Like
It
I never
really
was
was.
like hungry afterwards. It was perfect.
but I can't imagine eating 29
Dude,
pizza
that's what
rolls.
I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, 26 right now. I was like,
That'd be so many.
that's a whole freaking pack.
Like, I'm gonna save these for dinner.
Yeah. So I think when I got to 15, I was like, that's the
That's
max.
it.
That's the max. This is already pushing it.
So Sam's always the quinceañera.
No, sometimes I'll just make like 12. Honestly, sometimes I'll just make like 6 if I'm like, I don't want a whole
Just a
meal of
snack.
pizza rolls, but just a little snack.
Okay, so going off that, I was also asking because it's like you can, if you have 15 pizza rolls, you can put 3 in the left ear, 3 in the right ear, and 9 in the face of your Zoop house.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Yeah. He's like in your ear.
Like a magic trick? What's that behind your ear? Pizza roll.
Hot.
Do you know what Zupa plates look like?
Yeah, I think I've seen the commercials.
I don't think you have.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
not confident.
No, it was cool because they would do the lyrics to sing along, and the Zoop house
Yes.
plate would jump on
Yes.
the letters.
I've seen it.
That was a good commercial. Look at them; they can just bring them back, and they're gonna sell out. That's great marketing.
They
right
sell
there.
out every time they come back in stock. Sell out with, because then I checked a couple hours later, they were sold
Done.
out.
Maybe
So-
they're made with cocaine. That's
why I had
kids
to buy
want
them immediately. And I'm like, Hefty, why are you like teasing us?
Yeah.
Just make a bunch.
You
They
will make your money.
sell like forever. People will always want these.
And even if they sit on the shelves, they're paper dang plates.
Yes.
They don't go bad.
Exactly.
Like, stock them up at Sam's Club. I'll get a whole
make a
stack.
big old.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you imagine if as a restaurant for the kids menu, you just gave out a Zoop house? They'd love that.
Ooh, with
Look
tenders
how
and fries.
cute.
Yeah, there you
They're
go.
just so cute.
Let me see.
Check
Which
it
one
out.
was my
Which one's
favorite?
your favorite?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about. Oh, I did like how the whale was sideways. That was like the
Yes.
only
Wait, let me see
sideways
the
one.
whale.
Because
Let me
it's
see the
funny
whale.
because some of them it's their feet, I think, and some of them it's their ears, and the whale's the only like sideways one.
They're all so good. The duck is so cute. But I think as a kid, I liked like the tiger because it was like
Let me see.
the cool animal, the manliest one.
Oh, I see what you mean.
But the whale I always found unique and interesting.
Oh, I see.
It's a little fish
Yeah.
or big fish.
I think I don't know which one was my favorite. Potentially, just the frog, or maybe the pig.
I was gonna say the pig was up there too.
The pig is good. This bug one I've never actually seen in real life.
bet.
The bug on the
The
bottom
ladybug?
left. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't remember that one.
I feel like back then they didn't have all that many, did they? Or did they have all of those?
I don't think so. I think they had less. Because, like, the Dalmatian dog looks
No.
new also. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
just excited for my Zupa plates to get here. Maybe I'll share one with each of you. And you have to ration it.
I'll survive if I don't get one.
Okay.
Okay, good. You don't get one.
I need another one, Sam. I need another one. I need a tiger. I need a tiger. I never ate on the whale. That's sideways, please.
The pizza rolls never came out that good.
What?
It's like,
On
You're
that
saying, like,
plate.
I need another plate.
Yeah.
I was like, how are the pizza rolls, David? What the heck? Stop eating the plate. Stop eating the plate. The pig's so good.
Tastes like ham.
Tastes like,
Well,
Anything else?
Well, Sam, thanks for bringing us back to nostalgia and reminding us that time waits for no one and that we are slowly trudging through and becoming older and older until we have
Ew.
kids of our own.
Hopefully, none of us get dementia or Alzheimer's
No promises.
I'm probably getting
I was like,
or diabetes.
because it runs in my family.
Wait, what are you getting?
oh, does it actually?
Alzheimer's. Well, my grandma
Alzheimer's?
had it.
Oh.
Really?
yeah, but she was like almost 90 years old.
I mean, you're bound to have one of
Yeah,
those. You know,
but
one
I
of
want,
those two.
I want to live to be 110.
As long as it's not Parkinson's.
Actually, that's interesting. On this other podcast I was listening to, they were talking about a guy that did a documentary about communities in the world that have many people that live to be over 100, and he studied like what those communities have and why people are living so long. And a lot of it was like they live in places where they have to walk a lot. So like they're getting a lot of movement, normally living in warmer climates, so that you're able to walk a lot. And they all had like a sense of community, whether that was like religion or something. And I was like, that's crazy, but it makes sense. Like if you have friends, you're going to be more willing to live versus if you're old and everyone alone. You love is gone, like you have nothing to live for. And I was like, that's an interesting thought.
No, because I mean, the perfect example was like our great grandparents. Like I know on both sides of my family, on my mom's side, like on our side of the family, our great grandpa lived to be 104, I believe. Mm-hmm. And great grandma maybe like 90 something or 89 or something.
Did she not get to 100?
I feel like she died. I mean, she died after, but I think she was younger. I think she was younger.
I don't remember. A decent amount.
But I know on my dad's side, my great grandma, my great grandpa passed away at 99, and my great grandma passed away at like, I want to say 89. So it's like, and it's like you said, they lived on a ranch. They were like for most of their lives just like tending to the animals and living in the climate. I'm sure their community was like they had big families.
Yeah.
So they had people to live for them. So this whole independent lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle that we have.
Oh yeah. After listening to that, I was like, I'm dying soon. I sit all day for work.
That's why we gotta move our bodies every day, even if it's just for a walk.
See, that's why I don't mind walking Luna every day. I'm like, I have to take her out, but it is nice to just take a loop around the block.
You're like, she's extending my lifespan.
Yeah. Like, this is forcing me to walk 4 times a day.
Yeah.
So, if you want to live a long life, do those things.
Move your body.
Yeah. And they were saying, like, they don't even have, like, overtly healthy eating or anything. Like, they stick to whatever is, like, their normal food. But those other things is what they believe led to a long life.
It's always so funny when they interview like those people that live really long or they break the record, like, oh, what'd you do? And it's always like somebody like, I smoke cigarettes every day. Or like they'll be like, I'll have one glass of gin and tonic after dinner or something.
There's the lady with the Dr. Pepper,
right? Yeah, with the Dr. Pepper. She drinks the Dr. Pepper every day, and she swears it's keeping her alive.
Because she's like, this is what the video's like, my doctor told me to stop drinking Dr. Pepper or I'm going to die. And he died before me. And there's like the oldest lady there holding a can of Dr. Pepper.
She needs a freaking advertising deal.
There was a 92-year-old that ran the New York Marathon.
See, that's what I want. I want to be
that's crazy.
Like very active as an elderly person. Like that's also one of the big things I've heard is like you should be practicing, even if you're not like exercising, like lifting weights or traditional exercise, it's good to practice mobility exercises because that's also what leads to a sedentary lifestyle. As you get older, is like you're just not as mobile. So like, for example, standing up without using your hands, like practice doing that. As also if you fall, if you're older, then that'll help you like get back up. But
that's true. Stretching. I have always been a pretty flexible. I mean, I was younger as a kid too. But like, you know, like we would do the presidential test.
Yes.
I sucked at everything. Sucked at the miles. I could never do pull-ups, but that toe touch, they were like, dang, reaching past your toes. But the other day, I think I was like sitting butterfly or something, and I was like, ooh.
Why were you sitting butterfly?
I don't know, but I was like, I need to stretch more. I needed to take a yoga class or something because that age, at 26, I'm about to be 27. Dang, that's old as hell.
Shut the hell up.
Do you never cross your legs like that, like butterfly?
You never just sit on the couch and sprawl out, let him breathe?
No.
Oh.
When are you sitting butterfly?
That's what I'm saying.
I'll do it. Like if I'm lying on my bed and I want to like sit up, I'll sit like butterfly against the wall.
What?
So like the soles of your feet together.
Oh no!
Yeah,
sorry,
what did you think?
I meant pretzel.
Crisscross.
Apples. I was like, you're just sitting like.
Oh, never mind. No, I'm not sitting like that.
So wait,
like-
why are
I
you
might
sitting
start
like
like that.
butterfly?
Sometimes I like to say butterfly. Let them breathe.
What is when you say let breathe? What is the
Not the soles of my feet. I tell you.
Okay, that makes sense why you made that comment. I was
Yeah.
like, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, oh, we're thinking
Oscar
of
was
different
like,
things.
yeah, you don't sit butterfly.
I was like, Oscar, you don't sit butterfly. What are you talking about?
Call me the odd one out. Well, it's funny when I run. Afterwards, I'll do some stretches, but it's just all the stretches that we would do with soccer,
Yeah.
like to warm up.
Yeah.
It's just like the over the leg and stuff. And one of them is the butterfly. You're sitting down, you butterfly, and you like try to
That
lean
would
forward.
make sense.
Yes. And so I think I might have even been doing it as a litmus test to see how flexible, and I need to start running and stretching again because boy,
Wait, do you do the one where you like put your leg and then your like body to
you
the
like
other
cross
side?
it, yeah, and then you like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that one feels so good.
yeah. I need to take care of myself, bro.
But I was also thinking of one where you like throw your like whole like lower half one
I know what
direction
you're talking
and your
about.
upper half
That's
another
the
side.
Yeah.
that's a twist.
Yeah, that one also feels really
We
good.
do that every single yoga class,
Is
and
that
I
for
also
your
do
lower-
it every single day before I go to bed, or else I can't fall asleep.
Is it like lower back or something?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it also like that's how I crack my back every day.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, if soccer taught me nothing else, it's how to stretch.
As we watch our movie nights, we'll have a stretching session.
stretch session.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, come to yoga with me
I should.
Maybe for your birthday.
for my birthday.
Yeah.
That's so far away. Definitely for my birthday, but we should just go
I'm glad
before
Marisol
then.
forgot for her birthday.
Yeah,
No,
I was
she
like
did
waiting.
go to Orange Theory.
She didn't
She didn't
invite
invite
us.
us.
Thank
I didn't get
goodness.
invited.
You guys weren't gonna do it.
I would have done
You
it.
didn't actually invite us. We would. I think we
Right.
would have all done
No,
it.
for my next birthday, I want us to go on a run together.
My God.
Ugh. I gotta start training right now.
Sam's like, I thought it was funny earlier. Sam was like, I want to be an active adult. Meanwhile, flashback like 2 weekends ago, we're like, should we do the turkey trot? Well, Sam was a proponent for it, and I was like, no.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say flashback like to an hour ago when she was like, "Ugh, I left my phone downstairs."
Yeah, I'm already behind the mic. It would have been so much work to go get it. Anyways, I do want to do the turkey trot, but Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way,
so
there's no shot.
I'm gonna be hungover.
And if dinner's at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Like-
well, the turkey trot's like at 8 a.m.
There's
Yeah,
no
no, but
hot
I'm saying
chocolate.
if we go out that night, I sleep in already. If I
That's true.
Blackout
If we get
Wednesday.
home at 3 in the morning.
and then I'm probably gonna want to sleep until like noon and then get ready.
There's a hot chocolate run.
We're gonna be
Yeah.
home though.
No, it's not Thanksgiving weekend. I think
Oh,
it's
like in
next
October.
weekend.
Y'all should have told me a month ago. I would have started training. Yeah, right.
I mean, I
There's
would
a
still do the
5K.
turkey trot.
What's a 5K? How many miles?
Like 3 or
3.1.
yeah, around
That's
3 miles.
easy.
It's not bad. It's doable. I could do it, but
But
I do have running shoes, so
Okay, flex.
got my little Ultra Boost to push me.
Guys,
Next
screw
year.
these 5Ks. We got to go out there and play pickleball.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like, she was
Okay,
over
we
here
can play
like, we're gonna
pickleball.
run for my birthday, but I was gonna be like, we can't do pickleball. Come on, Sam's birthday.
Well, we're doing yoga for my birthday.
Oh, true.
And we're going to do
yes.
pickleball every week because we love pickleball. Skirt. All right. I think we ran out of topics to ramble on about. So thank you all for listening. Follow us on Instagram at Eating Good Pod, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
hasta la vista,
See ya.
baby.
Bye.